Well, good. Before questions, it's obviously a special day and a tradition that we've started here that means an awful lot to our program, celebrating Coach Wooden's birthday and having our press day on his birthday. And that means an awful lot to our program and recognizing, just continue to recognize, one, what kind of coach, but even more importantly, what kind of man he was in representing us. And had a lot of fun this morning at Vip's restaurant and getting my burnt bacon and Coach Wooden's breakfast and hanging out with Nan, and Michael Warren was there, and just some great family members. So it was great for that. That's the good news. The tough news is we've lost Gigi for a while. Gigi has a stress fracture. I think it's in his right leg. So we just found that out, and it's unfortunate. Gigi's had a tremendous summer for us. He's gained 20 pounds, grew an inch, so he's at 6'11", 220. So we're probably going to be without Gigi for the next 6 to 8 weeks, it looks like, with that stress fracture. Tony's been out the last couple days with just kind of a strained foot, a strained toe, but nothing serious. He'll either be back, if he doesn't practice today, he'll practice Friday before our retreat, or at the latest, because we've got some days coming off here, we could hold him to Monday just because it's early in the season. So that's kind of an update on our health. Other than that, we're pretty healthy.
Have you seen anything in practice so far that maybe surprised you a little bit?
Well, the freshmen are all doing a very good job, and I throw Ike in there as a sophomore, but they're all doing a really good job. We're way ahead of where we were, and I told the team that even from the first-year team, where we had some really good experience with 2 5-year guys and the Ware twins, obviously a high talent level, but not a lot of numbers, and we were kind of getting to know them in year one in that summer. Last summer, we just didn't have the bodies. Last summer, I don't know if we ever had 10 guys, so we were never 5-on-5. This summer, we've had a full team, a full roster, and we've gotten a lot done through the summer, and I think that's really helped the new guys. And you see even guys like Jonah. You know, I got to throw Jonah in the mix as being a new guy as well, because he didn't start practicing until mid-January last year. So, and he's had a knee surgery early in the summer. So we're just having the young guys further ahead at this point has really helped us. And now with Gigi's situation, it's going to be paramount that, you know, guys like Jonah and Alex Olinsky just continue that development stage, because we're going to have 2 guys in there that I think are talented and have a high skill set, but they don't have any kind of experience where Gigi at least had last year's experience.
What have you seen from Jonah coming back? I guess it's his first real year playing, but second year in the program. Yeah,
we're going to play him at the big guard spot as well as the 4 spot. So we, again, not numbering guys, but being able to give him a little bit more versatility where we can go with a bigger lineup and play him with Alex and a center, and then also being able to play him in the stretch 4 spot and still having a 4-guard lineup that way. So he's a guard, he's a big guard that can stretch you to the 3-point line, very good passer. And the thing I've been impressed with him so far has been his rebounding. And he and Alex have done a really good job in rebounding, and that's going to be big for us, because obviously you fill in the void of Kavan. And that's what Kavan, his role on last year's team, he was really good at, to about a double-figure rebound guy. So trying to fill that void is not going to be easy, and so far to date, just through 12 practices, both Alex and Jonah have proven to be pretty good rebounders.
Is that something where you expect those rebounds to kind of be distributed throughout the team?
Yeah, you know, I think Tony's rebounds have got to go up. You know, Tony's a potential double-double guy, and so we need to get his rebounds up. I think Tom, you're going to see his rebounds go up. So if we can get both centers' rebounds to go up, and then now you put in Alex, you put in Gigi, you put in Jonah, those rebounds go up. And then guards have got to do a good job on the backboard. We've got some very good rebounding guards, and when I say good rebounding guards, they just have a knack of getting to where the ball is. You know, rebound for guards are loose balls, and we've got guards that are athletic and tough, and I think their rebounds can go up as well. We just need to have those guards of whoever that mix of guards is. You've got them 2 to 4, 2 to 5 rebound area.
Steve, can you share the story of how you guys found Jonah and his kind of recruiting story?
Well, he used to be, when we first saw him, I think he was at Findlay Prep. So he's at Findlay Prep, which was nearby Vegas. Right. And then through international clock and everything else, and that's kind of what he got, how he got dinged with having to sit out a year. his international clock ran out. It wasn't an academic deal, it was his clock. And so then he had to go to Brewster Academy. So we just kind of started it prior to Findlay Prep, the recruiting, and then he was able to come here. So he's able to commit and see what we were about, committed to us before he went to the Far East Coast, and then just continued that process. But you know, I'd had 2 Aussies on my team at New Mexico, and Hugh Greenwood and Cam Bairstow, so we've had a good stretch here of having some really good players from Australia, and I think Jonah's going to be the next one tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Did feedback from those 2 guys especially, do you think that helped you guys get him?
Well, I hope so. You know, Jonah can probably better answer that, you know, of just kind of what got him over the hump. But, you know, I hope the style, the system, what UCLA is all about. You know, his parents, his mom and dad, both live in Australia, so flying when they come back, LA is the first place they hit, you know, so you put all those things together. I think he just liked the entire situation of what he saw, and you know, hopefully it works out well for him, because he's a terrific person, and I think got a chance. His ceiling's very high as a basketball player.
Jonah, if I recall, was kind of 50-50 whether you guys thought he was going to be eligible or ineligible.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that rule, that international clock rule that you're talking about?
Yeah, well, it's a tough one. You know, it's a tough one because of the student athlete. You know, you come over here and you're an international student, and you come over here and you think one thing, you're told one thing, right or wrong, and I'm not in the business of pointing fingers of, you know, how it all happened, but I know he was told one thing, he got here, you know, then all of a sudden he's told he's got a clock issue, and that's hard because the clock issue is not matching up with kids in Australia to kids in the United States, and so trying to figure all that out becomes a pretty difficult process for student athletes and their parents. And if it's not communicated exactly right, things like this can happen, and it's unfortunate for Jonah, but you know, hopefully things have worked out. He's been able to be on our campus for a year, get his feet on the ground academically. He at least got to practice with us from mid-January on. He's had an injury that he's had to deal with, and so dealing with all that, you know, maybe that year out in the long run doesn't hurt him. You know, he's stronger now, he's a little bit more mature, and so having that year out, hopefully now you spin it into a positive, and things work out well for him. Others? Good? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.